Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I am your guide to wisdom. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 39 of our trek. Yesterday and today we're looking at the 20 ingredients that make up the secret sauce which will make you successful. Just like the secret sauces being applied to a good barbecue or steak, the ingredients that make up the Wisdom Trek secret sauce should be applied to both our personal and business lives to help make us more successful. We need these ingredients to permeate our very essence so it brings out the best in everything that we do. Now, if you missed yesterday's podcast or journal, make sure you listen to it or read the journal so that you'll learn what the first 10 ingredients are. As mentioned yesterday, applying these ingredients are so important, and by doing so, we need to be authentic, be transparent, and be the person that we'd like to see in others. Today we are recording this podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. The workload continues to be very brisk, and we are helping to ramp up a new construction project in Mesa, Arizona, along with our heavy workload with our other clients. Life is never boring for us, and daily we must remind ourselves to enjoy every step of the journey, because that's what makes life worth living. After mixing the first 10 ingredients yesterday into our secret sauce, today we'll finish by adding the remaining 10 ingredients. The sauce is already starting to taste really awesome, and when it is finished, if we apply this sauce to our lives every day, then we'll radiate success in every area of our lives. Well, it's time to break camp now and look at the 10 remaining ingredients as we head out on our trek for today. The core ingredients that we are using were extracted from Dan Walschmidt, author of the book Edgy Conversations, and I have adapted this list by adding my own years of experience and wisdom to the items that Dan had. Today we'll be mixing the remaining 10 ingredients to make our secret sauce for success. So here's the remaining 10 ingredients for this secret sauce. Number 11, you have to deliver results when making excuses is an option. To be successful, we cannot fall prey to making excuses as is so readily done today. Take responsibility for your actions and do everything with excellence. As I have worked with team members within our business throughout the years and with my own children, I've tried to emphasize that in everything I expected results, not excuses. Now, even when you do fail, don't become a victim, be a victor. The only way to learn how to ride a horse is to get back on every time that you fall off. Or as Jim Rohn put it, it's easier to go ahead and succeed than it is to spend all that time and energy that it takes to make up excuses. So I say success equals no excuses. Number 12, you have to search for your own explanations even when you're told to accept the facts. Now, to be successful, it isn't always wise just to accept what you've been told, even if what you've been told is supposedly the facts. Discover the results for yourself. Forge a new path on your trek of life. Frank Tiger said it this way, discoveries are often made by not following instructions, but by going off the main road and trying the untried. Number 13, you have to make mistakes and look like an idiot. Now, there's nothing wrong with making honest mistakes, even if it casts you in a negative light. A life making mistakes is not only honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Although none of us want to look like an idiot, we need to put aside our pride, the facade that we try to portray to make us look better. We should not be afraid of making mistakes, but be afraid if we're not learning by those mistakes. Through mistakes and learning from them, we gain experience and wisdom. Face it, you are going to make mistakes in life. It's what we do after we make the mistakes that really count. So just get over your success, make mistakes, and pursue success. Christ's half-brother James, in his letter to the dispersed Jews, put it this way in chapter 3, verse 2. Indeed, we all make many mistakes, for if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect, and could control ourselves in every other way. Number 14, you have to try and fail and try again. The only lasting failure that we will ever have in life is if we fail to try. You will never become a permanent failure unless you are satisfied with being one. The mistakes we make in life are our stepping stones on our trail of life. Celebrate when you fail, and then you will know one more trail that did not lead you on your destination. You only become poor if you allow yesterday's failures to bankrupt your tomorrows. One of my virtual mentors, Zig Ziglar, said it well. Failure is an event, not a person. Yesterday ended last night, and today is a brand new day. Number 15, you have to run faster even though you're out of breath. No runner ever quits when he gets out of breath, for they realize that if they run, maybe even faster, it won't be too long before they get their second wind. It's both a physical and psychological fact. It is the pain of losing that first wind that needs to drive you on to success, so run for the prize. Number 16, you have to be kind to people who have been cruel to you. Some people are just cruel and unkind. That is a fact of life. We should never treat them in the same manner. Yes, sometimes those people will cause us to be angry, and that is understandable, but that never gives us the right to be cruel back. We will never be successful long-term if we are cruel to others. When Christ taught us the golden rule, he put it this way: do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. Now, if you love those who only love you, why should you get credit for that? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good only to those who do good to you, why should you get credit? Even sinners do that much. So be kind. You never know what battle others are really fighting. Number 17, you have to meet deadlines that are unreasonable and deliver results that are unparalleled. To obtain a level of success, you must not only meet deadlines, you must exceed expectations of those that you are serving. Don't be content in doing only what is expected. Do more and do it with excellence. It's the horse that finishes a neck ahead that actually wins the race. Number 18, you have to be accountable for your actions even when things go wrong. Personal responsibility. It is so important for success. Be willing to accept the results of your action, whether they are good or bad. Don't blame others if you fail. Be fully accountable for your own life. If others are to blame, then you have given them control. Success is putting aside our pride, accepting responsibility, and then making it right. Number 19, you have to keep moving towards where you want to be, no matter what's in front of you. As we've talked before about the obstacles that appear on our trails of life, we need to keep moving forward. We need to find a way over, under, around, or through every obstacle that you encounter. That is the stuff that life's made of. We'll always run into obstacles. Now, if you find a path with no obstacles, it probably doesn't lead anywhere. You measure the size of your accomplishments by the obstacles that you had to overcome to reach your goal. And number 20, so our last ingredients in our secret sauce for success is the blending of the previous 19 ingredients into the sweat equity that allowed us to accomplish our success. Success never comes easy. It will cause us to sweat. Many times it is actually blood, sweat, and tears before we succeed. I know this has been true in my life. Be willing to mix these 20 crucial ingredients together, and you will possess the secret sauce of success. Well, that will finish our podcast for today. If you've missed any of the previous podcasts, especially yesterday, where we looked at the first 10 ingredients, please check out Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or wisdom-trek.com. And tomorrow we will learn when you step off the cliff how to land on your feet. So please join us in our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. If you enjoy our daily dose of wisdom or these nuggets that we consume each day, I encourage you to help us in the following 4 ways. Number 1, leave us feedback about the podcast at wisdom-trek.com. Number 2, if you've not done so already, please subscribe at iTunes or Stitcher so the podcast will be downloaded to you automatically each day. Number 3, if you previously left us a rating at iTunes or Stitcher, I really appreciate it, but if not, please leave us a rating so we can gain exposure and spread the word to everyone. And number 4, spread the word to everyone you know to join us on Wisdom Trek. I thank you for this and the privilege to serve you each day. The journal for this podcast can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have pictures, tweetable quotes, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. As we take this trek together, let us always remember to live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy the journey, and to create a great day. See you tomorrow.